Hey everybody, this is Alex King with Alex King TV, and we are back with another reaction. This reaction is a second reaction to the same content creator that I previously did a video for. The previous video was in reference to one where she was talking about going from being caveman to nothing, right? I'm guessing she had a previous partner who was coming in her multiple times a day, all the time, whatever it was, and then he just dipped on her, right? Is what I'm assuming, because that's what the title was, from being came in to nothing. And so I stumbled upon this video in her page as well, and I was like, let me go ahead and cover this too, because she could be saying something just as ridiculous potentially, or she could be saying something that blows my mind. It makes me look at her in a completely different light from just a condom that I thought she was previously, right? So that being said, let's go ahead and see if she's actually talking about something good, or if she's talking about something completely ridiculous. Let's go ahead.
You single?
Okay.
Do you like girls?
Sound like a Tiffany Haddish voiceover.
Check. We have to ask these things. How many baby mamas you got? 0 baby mamas? Okay, that's good.
Okay.
How many kids you got? 0? Okay, good.
Seems like the usual things that women be talking about today.
I got 0 baby mamas, but I do got a wife. Do you got a wife? Do you got a job? These are the series of questions that I ask men.
Okay.
You got your own house, or you live with your mama and daddy still?
All right.
You got your...
So really quick, I can just see that this is, like I said, like it's a voiceover. It's Tiffany Haddish, because you hear the comedy stuff back, the audience clapping and things like that. So it's not something that's like directly from her own mouth. So I won't critique it or judge it too harshly due to that fact. What I will say is that these are things that I have heard other women content creators talk about, ask these questions, talk about. Gotta ask if he's in a relationship. Gotta ask if he's married. Gotta ask if does somebody think that they're in a relationship together with you, right? You having kids, all these things like that, right? I think that it's rather funny, especially coming off of her video, because I'm not gonna play the rest. But coming off of her video, I think that other questions are also appropriate, like how many abortions have you had? How many men have you let come inside you? How many partners have you had? How many men have you dated? Why are you no longer with those men that you dated? Who was the one who broke things off in those relationships? What are your red flags? What would your exes say your red flags are? Were you the reason for those relationships to end? Or was it always the man who was the reason, right? Because we have to see what their level of accountability looks like, right? Was your father in your life? Or were you raised by your mother only? How do you handle things after breakups? Like, what is your routine on getting over a breakup? Because sometimes those routines say a lot about the person as well. Because if their routine is to go and start having a bunch of sex with other people, you also know that, hey, this person's not necessarily mentally all there. You have to be prepared for that. That's scary. When's the last time you got an STD check? Since, guys are coming in you so much. When's the last time you got an STD check? Just questions. Why don't you like to use protection with men who aren't your husband? Why are you having so much sex with men who aren't your husband in the first place, who haven't committed to you? Do you think it's wise for you to be having these types of relationships with men who haven't committed to you fully for long term? Do you think it's healthy, like mentally and emotionally? Where's this trauma and this baggage coming from? Or where's it going to go? Have you worked on healing it? Why are you adding more to yourself? Those are questions that we should be asking on dates, because these are serious things too. They have their list of questions. Now we have our list of questions to ask. That's super important. Where is your stance in regards to dating? Do you want me to pay for all of the bills in the future? Like, do you want me to pay for all the dates? Right? What is the purpose of me paying for all these dates? Oh, because you want a traditional man, but you want a traditional woman. Traditional women weren't being came in by random men. Oh, he's not a random man because you were messing with him. Y'all had a relationship, but he's a random man now. He's not your husband. He wasn't your fiance. He was just technically a random man because there was no title. So where's the traditional in that, right? So it's just always interesting just in regards to those type of things. These are questions that should be asked. Definitely questions that should be asked. Hopefully these are things that you guys think about going forward. And this way you can hold yourself up to a standard that doesn't have you coming away with the short end of the stick. You have to understand that you have a purpose in life as well and that you also have value. And when you allow someone else to tarnish that or diminish it by coming with less than you should be willing to accept, that's doing a disservice to yourself, guys. It really is. Think about it. Learn from it.